Hi guys, Laurie Caldwell at Gear4music, and in this video we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the DD90 DigiPad Wave Manager software. You're going to need a DD90, a computer, a USB stick, and whatever sound, loop, backing track, whatever you want to put on the DD90, you're going to need it named under 20 characters in one of the formats listed in the manual. First things first, go on the DD90 website listing at gear4music.com, scroll about halfway down, and you can see that there are links. Click that link there. This takes us to the Sub-Zero and Gear4music driver downloads. And at the bottom, you'll see the update, but above it, you'll see the Wave Manager software, compatible with 32-bit and 64-bit Windows, as well for Mac. In this instance, I'm going to click Mac, and it downloads here. This will depend on your internet speed and your computer, but it doesn't take long to download, and it will work on a selection of computers. So, open it there. It's just going to export. Sometimes it may ask you for permissions. You can always trust this file as it's totally safe to use on your computer. Once it's opened, you'll see a file called Wave Manager with the Gear4music gear icon. Double click it to open. This is where it's asking me for permission. I'm going to hit open. And here we have the DD90 Wave Manager software. So a little bit about it. The top left, you've got your new open save and save as, which are pretty universal. We've got the kit list on the left. This is where we're going to put the order of our kits and also the names. The middle, which is a digital representation of the DD90 itself, as well as the external triggers. So you've got the 3 shoulder pads as well as the six flat pad triggers there. And on the right side, which we'll get to in a sec, is the sound list. This is where all of my internal sounds, WAV files, MP3s, sounds, hits, loops, whatever you want to put on here will appear. Cool, right. So what we want to do to add some sounds is we're going to go to the sound list. We're going to hit add, and then it's going to open the root directory. Now, if I go to my desktop, I've got LC samples, and I've got a selection here. So I'm going to make a few kits. We're going to start with my loops and hits, which is a performance I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to import the chords, the lead synth, the pads, the rolly bass, the dirty lead, the cave thud, and I'm going to have my kick bass 2, my huge snare. I'm going to have a clap. So yeah, those are my sounds. Open, and they'll appear under the ungrouped in the sounds list. Fantastic. So from here, this is where it's dead easy. I just put the sounds, drag them on to where I want. So I've got snare huge here, and I've got clap. This is the same for the external ones, so I just drag a kick onto the external pad there, clap there, but it's huge, you know. But for this demo, I'm just gonna do it basically. I'm going to put my rolly bass on here, dirty lead here, my thuds, and put the chords there as well. If you want to put 2 sounds on one pad, so we've got the A section and the B section, it's dead easy. You just drag, it's dead easy. You just drag the other sound here and it will automatically split it between A and B. You can change the parameters in this and how it responds in the DD90 later on. But yeah, if you want to just have one back on, just drag on the one sound that you do want on and it reverts back to 1. So yeah. Last thing I'm going to do is go back to the kit list. I'm going to rename this LC EDM because it's a fairly filthy tune. So yeah, so that's my first kit. To create a new kit, I'm just going to hit add. So this one, I'm not going to use it for a musical setting. I'm going to use this for like sort of a spooky movie thing. So I'm going to go to add sound on the right. I'm going to go to my LC samples, and then I'm going to go to Halloween. And then I'm gonna grab some of these sounds here. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. 8's fine. and I can put all of these sounds in the same way, just all over the place. Big growl, got a cackle, got a crow sound there, digger, door, drone. Let's have a monster, a train. And lastly, I'm gonna rename this. Double click to rename it. I'm gonna call it Spooky, for my spooky Halloween theme that I'm going for with the DD90. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. So again, add, I'm gonna go to my sounds. I'm gonna go to strings. Yeah, I'm just gonna use all of these. And I'm gonna hit open. They appear on the side here. And I'm just gonna drag, no, I'm not. I'm gonna hit add kit. Double bass 2, melodic strings. And yeah, and lastly, double click, I'm going to call this strings. Fantastic. So you can create up to 20 of your own kits here. You can do them for different songs in your set list or different scenes. You know, you can make any kit and you can name it, and it's all going to appear here, and all the sounds are going to be at the pad that you've assigned it, including the external trigger pads and foot switch, which is pretty cool. So it's a really quick way to do it. But yeah, this is the important bit. I'm going to need my USB stick. This needs to be formatted. We've seen how to do this in a previous video, but it's fairly straightforward. Plug it in, go into the menus and select the formatting. Yeah. Before I do this, well, you can do this now if you like. You can plug this into your computer. And once I'm happy with the 3 kits I'm about to export to the DD90, I'm going to go click Run. And this is going to ask me a location to save it. So for this one, I'm just going to go on the desktop and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this LC Export. No, I'm not. I'm just going to call it DD90. Fabulous. Cool. And this is where it's going to format the files, gather them together, as well as the file that the DD90 needs to actually read it and memorize all this. Hit open. And it's just going to create that now. And the files have been generated and the location is on the desktop. Fantastic. So I'm going to minimize this, get out of here. And here is my USB stick. And here is my DD90 file. And as you can see, everything is there in the right format. There's a few ways you can do it, but the easiest way I feel is with Command A and just drag them all to the root directory of the DD90. Takes a few seconds of the DD90 USB stick. Takes a few seconds to export there. Cool. So they're on the USB stick. I'm going to just eject this. Excellent. Now, what you want to do, plug this into the USB-A slot on the back of the DD90. And now we need to get to the USB menu. To do this, press and hold Setup to get to this screen, but then we're going to press OK. And this takes us to the Wave screen. This is the USB main options menu, and we can see Wave, MIDI, Load, Save, Info. But in this case, just to get those sounds onto this, we're going to hit down, down, Load, Select, so it's highlighted OK in the user kit, and you press OK. Load, yes or no. Press Select, yes, press OK, and we're off. So it's giving me a progress bar of 100%, and in this time, practice your chops, get a cup of tea, practice your drums, practice your chops and your drums, think about practicing with the band, do whatever you like. You've got about 10-20 seconds to just occupy yourself, really, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so with 10% still to go, it's going to import everything, and this is the moment of truth, where you'll see that the 30 preset kits are still there after a restart. So once it's restarted, the Gear4music logo will show as ever. And we're back to the main preset screen. As we know, we've got the P1 in the corner, which is preset 1, going for all the built-in internal sounds. But now, if we go past the 30, you'll see we've got 31, 32, and 33. This will go up to 20 user kits, but as we've only made 3, there are only 3 here. So yeah, let's go through them. What have we made? So these were my EDM samples from earlier. Fantastic, my WAV file is there, it's triggered. To change anything like the parameters or the actual sound, I can go into the menu here. I can change the effects on it. I can even tune it. I can add muffling. I can change the layer point if I've gone between the A and B, so when it triggers. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So what else did I have? Back to kit. What else did I have? Disgusting. Beautiful. Sorry about the stick spins there, I always think they sound better. But yeah, EDM kit, what else did we make? Oh yes. Pretty cool, huh? All my spooky sounds from earlier are on the DD90. Again, we can turn these on and off. In the setup menu, we can change the pad settings, the sensitivity, the threshold, and a selection of other parameters. Lastly, we had my strings. So yeah, pretty good. I could use that for playing along to my drum kit, or I could use it to back up my performance. Possibilities are endless. So yeah, that's how you get your sounds off the Wave Manager onto the USB stick and onto the DD90. My name's Laurie Cordwell at Gear4music. For more information, please visit our website. Thank you for watching this video.